Good afternoon, everybody. This is Paula back to work on a Valentine's Our Love journal. You could look at it either way. I do want to tell you up front that my Etsy shop is still closed right now. We're under appeal with Etsy. It's a long story, but it has to do with a paper they wanted from us a long time ago and regarding taxes, and we've sent it to them 5 times with no response, and so we decided to appeal it. So if you are interested in this book or any of the previous books since I've started back, I'm going to link my email down below. It's my personal email, and you leave a message for me there. After you look at the YouTube video, see the product if you're interested, and I will send you what information you want on that particular item. So if you have any questions, you can also ask me those on my personal email if it has to do with an order. Otherwise, just make comments down below, please. And I love to hear from you guys. So let's get started. I've already assembled the book because there's so many videos on putting a book together, and I know you guys know that. And so I want to show you what this book looks like. And I could not tell you the name of this collection. It is a old paper pad I had and cardstock, but you can see it says love all over the back and X's and O's, be mine. It says it here on the side too. And then this beautiful floral and stripe, and I've popped these 3 hearts up on the front to give it some texture. Did some stitching with scallops, which is perfect for this type of book. I'm going to see about zooming in a little bit. Oh no, that's too close. Okay, that's the next best, so we'll have to go with this. All right, so this is the center of the book. I had like 2 or 3 pieces of this paper from several years ago, and I really loved it, and I was saving it, and so this is what I saved it for, was this book. And I went ahead and binded the book. I used black binding thread because it looked better with the black on the back. So, and it needed to be back there slightly. So, all right, so I thought we could decorate this. I have a few things made. Some things I've made and not used from other projects, but mostly I've made the ones that you're about to see. Some of them are very simple belly bands. Or I'm sorry, this is a belly band right here. The little hearts on it. So I'm going to put it to the side. And I'm not inking this book unless something absolutely has to be inked, just so you know. And this is going to be a side, I'm sorry, I had it the wrong way. A side pocket for the front. And I did corner just the just the journal cover. And then this one's going to go here in the back. And then we'll decide as we go along how that might need to be decorated. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly glue this in. I just need to make sure you're where you can see, or it's where you can see right there. It's easy to get out of place, and I don't want to do that. I want you guys to be able to see. I'm just using Fabri-Tac and glitter glue, and I'm just putting it along the sides and the top. I did not put it I'm sorry, I just totally put that in the wrong spot. So I guess we'll put this one in different or somewhere else. We'll come up with a place to put it. Let's do it here. You ever do stupid stuff like that? Yep. So we're going to do it on a page in that direction. The problem is usually this curve from the corner punch is on the end for me, and I just got confused for a second. So here you go. All right, so let's just flip through here and find a page. I think this red page is perfect. Now let's hope it's the right length. It needs to be on a cardstock paper like this. So, and if we have to cut it a little bit to make it work, because I think it's going to be a little long on the ends. That's what happens when I make mistakes, right? Oh, what can I say? I did make a mistake. Now, it does have glue on the end, which I'm going to have to figure out how to get that off. But you work with what you got. Okay. Usually when I do a whole rounding, when I round the corners, usually I have a, I'm going to get a wipey out and see if I can't wipe that off without getting it too wet. Be patient here for a second. We'll just do it like this. And then I'll take it off with my scissors. I don't want to get too much glue on my scissors. And that is why I'm wiping this off. Doesn't take long to make a mistake, does it? Okay, let me get this up here where it's not sticking to everything. Okay, so I'm going to trim this edge off of this page so we don't have glue everywhere. Okay. And I'm going to do the same on this side. This pocket is really cute. You can stuff all kinds of extra goodies or notes inside these little pockets. I was going to put it on the front, as you saw there, but that didn't work because of my boo-boo. So, I will go in here once this glue has dried and try to round that corner. Well, I guess I can now with my scissors. Let's see what we can do here. I wanted the corners rounded, so we'll just make it happen this way. There we go. And I'll do the other one and show it to you. I have to have it close to me to get it right. You know what that means, or what that's like. Okay, now let me push it up and show you where it is going to be. Okay, it will be right here. You can tuck in all your goodies, and I'm going to see later how much of that glue on the ends attached. If it didn't, we can go back and add some, but it's not on anything else, and that's what matters. Now we will slide whatever inside here and make it look really cute. Now I think I've already kind of cut some papers to be pockets because, you know, that's just so easy to do. So I think I have some cut out of that same, right there, out of that same heart. So let's put it right in here. And let's round the bottom corners. That way we can combine, do it just like that, and make a plaid. We'll see if we have some more of this plaid, and we'll make a plaid. I'm using the wrong glue. That's all right. I'm going to use it in a minute anyway. So I'm going to put this pocket on and see if we can find some of the plaid to make maybe a tag out of. And I just used a little punch and made a kind of a half moon top on it, so you could kind of tell where you need to go to. I'm just going to center this. I don't always center them, but this is, I want that to look good next to that. Now, I also have this same paper right here. And I think I have some samples of the, let me get over there just a second. I'm grabbing scrap paper. Yeah, I knew I had some. So I thought maybe we can do a tag and use that. I am going to have to trim this, so give me a second. I wasn't expecting to have to do that. I don't want it that wide, I don't believe. So that's why I'm changing that up a little bit. Okay. So let's make it about 2.5 inches wide. And this is really pretty paper. This comes from, oh, what is her name? Anna Griffin. So, and so you can get, her cardstock is heavy duty. And so that's my goal, is to get, trying to decide what I want, how wide I want this to be. Because I do want to round this tag. I think I'm going to do it on all 4 corners. I hope you guys have been having a great week. And I think I'm going to cut this. Let's see where it's straight at here. I'm going to make sure both my edges are. Okay, I'm going to take advantage of this little red line. Hello everyone. My video stopped right in the big middle of the very first layout we were doing, and I did not know it. So I apologize for the things that you've missed. We'll go back and look at them and I'll explain them. But this is not the first time this has happened to me. So I'm going to have my phone checked out, I guess, or figure it out or something. So again, we're going to start back where we were. We were back here working on a page I had kind of screwed up, and I went ahead and decided to, this is it. This is how it ended up looking. And, move some of this so you can see. Needless to say, it hacks me off that happened, and I apologize. So we were putting this all together. We had this side together, but we didn't have the card in there. And so we put the Be Mine card with the little clip that goes on. It's just a little clip that comes on and off. Tucked it in. We were making we had already put the pocket on, but we were making this tag. And this is Anna Griffin paper right here. I was telling you about how great her paper is. And then I just used a little bit of this kind of paper here to put across here. And then I had some of this heart paper in the shape of hearts. And so we did it like that. And then we just slid it down in here. Then we glued another strip of this down the front of this little heart pocket. And I had this little envelope that has a little, you can see there, it has a little message inside. Basically, it's blank for you to fill out. So that was the first thing. that we did. And then we went back here and put in the other pocket that was meant for this page. And we just added a balloon and love and to match the hearts on this page. And then I had this envelope that we decided would be pretty in here. I don't have anything inside it yet as far as journaling, but I will before I sell it. Okay. I don't know what I've told you, what I've not told you. I know that I told you that if you're interested in this book or any other book I've done since I had in my store prior to all of this. I don't know if they will even let you look because Etsy's been a problem, which I've already talked about, I believe. And so my store is still closed. It's under appeals because of a tax form they want. And I sent it to them 5 times. So that explains what's going on with them. And I'm really about fed up with them. And we may be going someplace else. But for now, if you have any interest in this book or any of the books I've done in the last month or so, just contact me through my personal email, not through Etsy's email, and not down in the comments. Send me a message, and I will set my email. I'll put my email down below, and I'll respond to you through that, and we'll do whatever needs to be done. We can do it through PayPal. But anyway, I want to apologize again for that happening. So this was the second page we did. Now let's go on to what we did next. Okay, I think that was all we did here in the back. Yes. So let's move on. So we find the next, oh, we just added this belly band in right here. It's glued at the top and at the bottom. It's about 1.5 inches wide. I added these little hearts that I had. And then I used that bingo card we talked about earlier. And I just slid it under here. And it can be journaled on the back. And I may change that if I find I'm not happy with that. I wasn't real sure. And we do have some vellum paper. Oh, I must have got glue on the vellum paper when I did the belly band. This is not my day. Okay. Let's get that off. Okay. Anyway, I love this heart vellum paper. So pretty. And then I came over here and I added this pocket. Made this little, I just backed this little tag with a red piece of paper so it stand out better. Added this little heart at the top. And, you know, as we go along, you never know. I may get some rickrack out and add some rickrack. For some reason, I didn't do that. But I have a lot of other things. Like I have a lot of other little hearts over here that we can just stick here and there when we get ready to. We got to have the right colors, though, right? I love this red. Why don't we put one of these red ones on here? But we also have the blonde. Woo! The blondes look pretty, too. So let's put one of these red ones on here. I have these every year, and I forget to use them when I'm doing Valentine stuff. But hearts is what it's all about. So let's add one of these hearts right here. It looked kind of bare to me anyway, so. And it adds a little bit of glitz and glamour to it. What can I say? Okay, so that's one page we did not do together. Here's the next page. I had made this folder out of pink avocado paper. And I just kind of folded it on itself, tucked this under, and then sewed around here. I had made this prior to this video. I showed it to you, I believe, at the beginning of the video. Added this little heart. And so when I glued it down, I glued it here, here, and here. It also has this floral tag. Now, it has a little blue in it, and there's no blue here, but there is blue on the telephone. And on her dress is kind of lavender, but it can pass for blue. So I put that there. And then I made a pocket over here and put a journaling card here that had these hearts so that they can stick out along the edge. So that's that page. And then I did my library pocket, which I always do in the front of my book. I was going to do the first thing I'd made up here, but oh well, that didn't happen. So I did do my library pocket. I extended it with this paper and added some stuff over the pocket itself. And here is the library card. It says hugs, and I just put a stripe on there of the pink. So it coordinates. And then it had a pink heart here, a little bitty one. Went ahead and added a bigger heart to match this paper. I'm thinking about putting a strip of something here. I'm holding on that because it might be rickrack. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to put there. So now we're caught up, I hope. We're not caught up on conversation, but we're caught up. And let's see what we want to do next. We've used, we've used a lot of the stuff that we had already intended. I already had pre-made, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Spit it out, Paula. And I love this lace paper too. And let me see. Any of this would look good there. Simply the Best. I just don't know about that piece yet. This one looks pretty there. We can make this a side pocket instead of a tag. You know, we'll just add glue on one side. Let's make sure that's where we want it. Because, you know, never know. You never know. There might be something that looks way better with it. Let's look here. Some tea stain paper. This is part of the digital. Okay, here's some bird type things. Maybe we could put it in here on this side. Not sure. It's hard to decide once you've done your first things. I think right here would be pretty because this color and this color goes well together. So this is going to be a side pocket. We're going to make it a side pocket. Oh, I forgot it had stuff in the back. Well, maybe we want to make it in, put it into a pocket. And we can do that. But all my pockets are too small. So we'll have to make a bigger pocket. And that's not difficult to do at all. Let me grab my paper. And how about we do, I want to color that will go with that or look good with it, which we could do a red. A blue would be pretty, but I have no blue paper pulled to work in this journal. But I'm also looking at using a, I've got gray, I've got pink, got this pink. I just don't like that together. What can I say? I've got some black. I've got this black. No, it don't really go with this, does it? Although there is black in there, and but it don't look right up against that. We may have to figure out something different. Whoa, excuse me. We have this gray, which does not work. Well, good grief. Sorry, guys. Now, if I added some black over here and did something with it, that might look good. How about a side pocket? And we'll do it like this. Okay. We can make this a, I'm thinking here what I want to use it, what I want it to be. If we want it to be a pocket, no, that rose for sure won't go with it, right? We have this pocket, we also have this little pocket right here, which kind of works with these colors, doesn't it? Except the problem is it doesn't fit, we still haven't solved the problem of our pocket, right? No, we have this, also we have this little heart you stick behind there with her. We'll figure that out. That problem, we can come up with something. Let's see. What else? Maybe I don't want this to be a side. Maybe I just want this to be, these aren't even things that match what we're doing. So we for sure don't want to use those. So let's just do it as a side pocket like I wanted to start with. We're going to. Let's do it. Do it, do it, do it. I'm going to glue this pocket down here because I don't want things getting hung on it, if you know what I mean. So we'll just put glue on there and fix it where nothing can be affected by it, except for the fact that some of it's oozing out like usual. And let's see. I'm getting this glue off. I'm sorry, I'm out of camera. But it is what it is. Okay, things just, some days don't work, does it? At least I've found that in my life. Some days things just do not work. So I'm putting the glue heavy enough to hold this because this is pre-made and it is kind of heavy. So we can make a tag or something to go in this. There we go, there we go. Yeah, no seepage. Yay. Okay, now I like it just like that. I don't like to over decorate the books that I sell because I like you guys to be able to decorate some too if you want. So what do we want to put behind here? That is the question. Let's see. And we'll go back and add some kind of ribbon or something there. I'm looking here. Just give me a second. Looking to see if there's anything that looks good with that beige. Because it's got this. It's not really beige. It's peach. But there is that with the arrows. But we can cut off. Let's see. I like that. I think that'll work. We could maybe add some beigey or some of this color in a heart or something. Let me see what color hearts we have. We have all kinds of colors of hearts here. The thing is, what we could do, now you guys tell me what you think. We could put a stripe of this, if I have any of that left. Let me look. You know, you think you have it and then you don't have it. Okay. So far, I haven't found it. I have a different color with that plaid, but I don't have the same plaid that had the little bit of blue in it, which is okay because that journaling card is blue, so we could change it up by doing this or this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna add those hearts on the journaling card and make it like a like it should be here. Let me trim this off because this is white. Okay. Now let's see. I don't think we want it. This is not straight, so I don't think we want that to be crooked. So yeah, it's really crooked. So we want it straight here so we can get it straight there and hope that it doesn't move like it just did. Okay, let me... still think it's... hopefully that worked. Took the crooked part off. But then we also want to do here and get it more like a stripe to go across there instead of a whole big wide piece of paper. There we go. Yay. Yay! I think we have solved that problem. Let's see. Yeah, I like that better, don't you? Now, feels like it's a little short for this. So what I'll do is once I get it on here like we want it, then we can straighten that one edge up, shorten that one edge. Okay. It is off a little bit, so I'll bring my trimmer back up on table, which is a hassle, but it is what it is. And trim this part off. Yay. Okay, it's not a perfect idea, but it's better than, you know, anything else we can come up with at this moment. I was looking to see if I had any. I don't have any of the blue like this, but I have some of the pink. But I think if we do it like this, it's, you know, it's going to look nice. You got to get it down there under that, or we can leave it out under that. It's however you want to end up doing it. And then we'll put something here. Now, do we want to go ahead and do this since it's kind of the only other? I don't think so, because we do have some other beigey areas to go by. So, all right, let's get going to the next thing for now. We can always come back and add to anything, correct? Okay, so let's see. I did put a greeting card in the little book. Oh, and prior, when I was making this book, which wasn't a big deal. You just add a bunch of papers. Here's the little greeting card. So cute. Happy Valentine's Day. Isn't he adorable? I thought he was too. Let's see what else we can do on this page. Maybe we can put a cute pocket that goes with him. Something that will look good. I'm looking right now as we speak, pulling up different ones. I love this one. Isn't it cute? But it has some blue in it, which I'm not a fan of that blue being in there. And then we've got this one. Which one do we like? I like this one better. So let's give him a little pocket. So we'll put him here on this side. Now, as far as what goes in here goes, we'll see if we have anything that looks. Here's a little doggy. I don't know that I like that for this book. Okay, here is. Let me see what else. Let's just make a tag. What else can we do, right? We also have this little girl, which would go with the other little girls. And we can hole punch her. Let me move this down here. We'll put a little hole, a little punch in her, the top of her tag, or the tag. Is that right? Nope, I was fixing to get really far off. Well, I didn't do a whole lot better, but it is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to add some reinforcers around the top of that. How about we add some red ones? Because red's kind of popping out on this page a little bit. Let's do this with the... All of these tags that have a hole punched in them will have some kind of trim. I just have to be able to, trying to find the same one I'll put on the front. There's one, because it had some polka dots on it. There. And you know, I always put prompts on the back of my tags too, so I will definitely try to do that. And then we have this little tag is done. Cute. I like the way her face pops up there and shows attention. It's cute. Okay, now, so I was showing you that, and I was going to flip over and show you the other part of the card. It's in here somewhere, right there. Right from the start, you stole my soul. You stole my heart. Isn't that cute? So we need to add a heart over that, just to give it some kind of decoration. Let's see what heart we have. Oh, here's one. Not the right size or type of heart. We may not be able to do that. We may have to put an actual glitter heart. Yeah, these are shaped a little different. So let's go in here and see if one of these other hearts will work. The blonde and this kind. I think that's too big, so we'll go over here and see what we got as far as. I know in here there's bound to be one that will work. As a matter of fact, I think it would be this one right here. Let's just see if I'm right. Not super right, but close enough as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Let me fix this one in here. I got stuck to something else. Okay, now that's that. And another crazy thing I did was I took the envelope and decided I was going to put it in there. So I separated the front from the back and meant to lay it here open. And during some distraction, I didn't get to do that. And so the other part of the envelope is just floating over here doing nothing. I mean, it doesn't even know what it's going to do with itself, and I don't either. Must be further this way. Well, anyway, there it is. I know. See, if you put it in and you make it on the whole set of pages right here, and then it gets bound in, it can work out really good as you can put stuff in it, fold it, and shut it. But we'll do something here. We're going to do something right now, as a matter of fact. So I've got the washi on here. And so we want to stick with the colors that look good here. This says, "Hello, Sweetheart," which I think would look cute. We may just have to glue it on there and just let it look cute. What can I say, guys? Another mess up for today. It's like, is anybody against us? Like, you know. If we don't get this finished today, I'll finish it and then I'll do a flip through. The reason is because February, our Valentine's going to be upon us before we know it. Okay, so there's this. That looks really cute there. And yeah, it's not what I wanted it for, but it's what it's going to end up being. So that's cute. Now, we have the other side of this. I was just showing you. We need to do something with that too, because it won't look right if we don't. If I can find it, right here it is. And I love this heart paper with roses. Don't you love it? I really do. So we could add another heart paper here, or let me see what we got. I don't like the yellow in there once again. Or we could do one of these cute little ladies on here. She's got blue. But I like that. Let's do that. And then we'll do something better for the rest of it. There we go. On this side, I don't like this band. So probably what we'll end up doing is putting more washi like this on here. I'm not going to do it on the video because it just takes too long and takes away the fun. you know. So, but I will do that. I'll add some. But now, since she's here, we could decorate this page with something. And we could do either side. The only other heart paper I have is this one, and it just doesn't go with that. So we may have to come up with a cute pocket that looks good there. Now here's this little guy. He's a little pocket, but he would work. So it's sunk through right there. Something splattered on it. We'll put a heart over it. It's not that big a deal. But I wouldn't doubt it with everything that's been going on around here. Listen, do you ever just feel like things will never slow down in your life? I don't want them to slow down where, you know, it's not fun anymore, or it could be worse. But it's always something, it seems like. All you want to do is play. I have to admit, though, you guys, since I've been retired, I have played a lot. I'm going to use this right here. And then we're going to do a little bit of decoupaging after we finish this. And, of course, I'll go back and add a lot of other things to this kit, or to this book. You know, I just want it to look really pretty. Add some more doilies and things that will make it pretty. Now, this glues on here, and then I will trim around it because it's not straight. You know how some digitals are crooked. This is one of them. Let me get that glue on here first. Now, I think this little flap at the bottom is way too long and will just cause problems. So I'm cutting that off. And then we're going to glue this down. There we go with that. Okay. I do somewhere have a little bitty tag that will fit in this perfect. I bet it was made for this. What do you bet? So I'm just trimming off any of the white that was hanging over. Hope I didn't cut off. No, I didn't. Thought for a second I might have cut it wrong. That wouldn't have been pretty. Okay, now let's find that little tag and see if I actually do have a little bitty tag. I think I do. Here's a couple of little tags. Now I'm going to make them bigger by putting them on a bigger piece of paper. Do you know what I mean? Because that will sink down in there and that won't be any fun. I'm going to trim this white edge off. And here we go. Let me find some paper. Again, I think we should go with red. I think I'll use the same red we used earlier. And maybe it'll go this way. Now, I'm going to match this down to this corner like this and hope that I can cut this straight. If not, I'll get the trimmer back out. You never know. Be shocked. Sometimes you shock yourself. I think that's going to work. Now let's see if it's going to be big enough. It may still be too short. Well, it is going to pop up, and I think when we put it in here, we'll just leave it at the top. And I think it will be perfectly fine. So that is going to be what we do. And if we come up with something different, or if I come up with something different, I'll improve upon it if I can. All right. Now, I'm going to put a little tiny heart right there too, so that the heart will be noticeable. Let's do one of these little ones. Why not? If I can get my fingernails to grab hold of that. Not the easiest thing in the world. I will tell you that much for sure. Now, we're going to make it go right in the center. I can't believe I got it in the center that easy. Slightly not straight, but... So see, this little guy right here can help with this staying up also. And we need to add something here to cover up whatever boo-boo happened. I don't ever remember doing anything to that, so I may have had it for a while, you know. I'm looking for small things that size. Excuse me. Well, we may have to put another heart there, or... Yeah, I don't like that necessarily, but it's a possibility. Anything's possible, right? Ooh, I forgot about these cute birds. Maybe they're really not going the right direction, but I could make them work. We'll see. See, they'd work better this way. That's a thought. Keep that under your hat. We may do that. Okay, well, I may have to just add another, here's this. Just found this. This little girl. Maybe I can glue her on. She looks cute on there. Let's just do that. You know, you don't, a lot of times you just sit down, put all the stuff out that you know you have, and you just go for it. Whether, you know, you never know how things are going to turn out. Your video shutting off. That's what I know. But now, do we want it down here? Or do we want it down here? I like it over here. So that's where it's going. And we're going to glue the circle down more too, right here. Because that way it won't get pulled off anyway. I had not even planned on using this little folder.